Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, Welcome to my pre-London session market analysis. So it's 8:14 a.m. East African Standard Time. That's GMT +3. And we're gearing up for the London session in about 1 hour and 45 minutes, the 4th of August. So guys, what I usually do every Tuesday morning, because I trade Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, is I just have a look at the market. I was in the market yesterday in terms of I looked at kept up with what was happening as the market opened Sunday night, but I didn't really trade. So usually my trading days start today. So I'm just looking at. So let me just analyze it. So usually what I do, as you guys know, if you've been watching or following me, I tend to look at specific pairs, or rather just generally try and look at different types of pairs. And then I narrow down on the pairs that I'm going to be trading. And I write them down in my trading journal because, as you know, I share trade ideas with the local and global student trading community in IM Academy on Vibrata. So this is just my me preparing, rather, pre-session preparation, for that session at 10. So one of the pairs I usually love to trade. So I'll do a quick technical analysis, and then I'll probably read some news, and then we'll do a live trading from 10 a.m. So like I usually, like right now I'm just writing, it's the 4th of August. Wow, the year has really flown. My potential trades for the 4th of August, we have US 30, the indices, we have German 30 as always, the indices. So I'll look at the daily charts. How's it looking? Yesterday, US 30 impulse, but it kind of looks like it's gotten to, hold on. It kind of looks like it's gotten to the high of the day, right? So I'm still expecting a push up, but it literally got to my high of the day, which is here. Yesterday, US 30, I think, did about, let's see, US 30 did about 400 pips, about 420 pips. So I'm seeing like it could go another, let's say 200 pips before it pulls back again. So that's tentatively. And guys, remember, by the time I'm getting to the market, if things have changed, then they've changed, right? So we don't have to, like, it's not set in stone. But I'm looking at a potentially move up. Sorry about that. I keep getting these pop-ups that really interrupt my sessions. So 200 bullish. I'm bullish for 200 pips more. Then I'll observe and see where the market goes. There could be a resistance at 26,894. Yeah. So let's see. But let's look at German 30. Let's see what it's saying. I know it's also impulsed up yesterday, and it's doing the same thing US 30 is doing. Okay, so it went to the high and is now just resting at that resistance. Okay, so my prediction would be it could do a retest. Okay, it could do a retest because it didn't really get to fully complete, because I was hoping that it would get all the way another let's see how many pips, about 140 120 pips before it pulls back. So my target was yesterday for German 30 was 12783.92. Okay. We are now at 12661. So it's resting here. I feel like it'll still get to that level. Yeah. And then possibly decide whether it's doing a continuation or it will retest previous low. But we'll see. So another 150 bullish on German 30 before a possible rejection. Let's say 140 pips before a rejection or a break and a retest, and then continuation. But let's look at SPX, SP 500. It also broke the resistance. So they're all resting on the resistance right now, these indices. I'm bullish, okay? So if I look at SP 500, it's about 991 points. Is it 900 points? Where are we now? 95. Yeah, like 90 points bullish on SPX. So before we see a rejection, or it could literally, when the London session wakes up, I'll probably check the news to also just confirm what I'm saying. So I'm not just gonna enter blindly, guys, right? I'm still bullish. Same thing, as you guys can see, it's now at the resistance. So I feel like we're bullish on NAS as well, okay? This is just an overview, okay? When I'm looking at when to enter, I will go to the lower time frame on the 30-minute chart. Right now, I just want to quickly have a look at all the pairs, see what's happening. Yeah, all these same drill, same drill. Let's see how we're doing here, how we're doing here. So potentially bullish as well on AUD USD, potentially. For about 100 pips. AUD JPY. These are the pairs I like trading: AUD USD, AUD JPY, US 30, the indices. Okay. Potentially bullish, moving slowly. You know, Mondays are usually pretty slow trading days. Potentially 100 pips on AUD JPY. Then I'll look at gold. Gold was bullish, been bullish, retested. It's now on its resistance. Yeah, it could be rejecting. It could be rejecting on a pullback. Okay, that's possible. So potentially it could pull back about 300 pips before it continues on its merry way up. Yeah, so London session at 10. We'll see. So gold, and then we have, let's look at Euro USD. Euro USD, finally it retested. It had been on a really strong bullish run for quite a bit of time. And I was expecting a retest, which happened, I believe, on Friday, yesterday. Yeah. So I feel like now the bullish pressure is reducing, is easing up a bit. There's a bit of a rejection here, so it might retest this high and then drop. Okay. Let's see. Yep, it retested the convergence. So probably retest. Wait, let's see. It just came retested, is now, I think it'll try and retest the high again, but I feel like it could start, easing up. Yeah. Although it's still relatively bullish, considering the rejection here. So tentatively, I'm still 50-50 on that. Let me look at the other pairs. Euro NZD is another popular pair I love to trade. I had a good run with it last week. Last week, by the way, guys, we did about 3,000 pips just last week. We had a really good run last week. So Euro NZD, my feel is it's still bullish. Okay. Okay, it's still bullish. So we have another, let's say 370 pips on that. Okay. There could possibly be a rejection at this point. But it's really, really technically bullish. As for Euro GBP, I feel like it could still go down a bit more. So it came retested this high. I think it's going to continue on its merry way down. That's about 60 pips to about, I think we can expect about 90 to 100 pips on let's see. I'm still tentatively bearish on Euro GBP. So 90 pips. I'm bearish. But again, London session will inform me what we should be, where my entry will be. I'll look at the lower time frame. I'm just looking at the overall general trend. There's Euro CAD. Euro CAD and Euro USD are doing the same thing. Rejection, there's some rejection here. Okay. It might retest. Yeah. So I'll look at how it looks. This one I'll probably just go on the lower time frame to see. Okay. I feel like we're still on a downtrend on Euro CAD. So I'd give it another, I'd probably give it another 120 pips. Yeah. Probably. Probably. Same with Euro USD. I'd probably do the same thing. Give it another 120 pips. Bearish move of another 120 pips. 120 pips to, let's say, on the long term, because guys, this would be a long trade. Yeah, about 100, yeah, 120 pips is good. Even 100 pips on the safe side. Really. Euro AUD. Euro AUD and Euro NZD have been on a bullish run, and I feel like it still needs to go up. It needs to push up another 160 pips. In fact, this is a trade I want to get into today. Euro AUD and Euro NZD. I think I'll probably jump into these. Okay. Then we have Euro. Let's look at Euro CHF. Sorry. There's a bit of rejection up here. Okay. But it looks like it's going to retest. So I'm bullish on Euro CHF as well. Probably for about 60 pips. Yeah. And then we'll wait and see. So I'll probably not enter Euro CHF today. Yeah, I'll have a look at it again later, but because the movie is not that much, it's like 60 pips. I mean, 60 pips is a lot. Now, don't get me wrong, but by the time the London session begins, probably it'll already have scaled a couple of pips, thereby reducing our intraday potential targets that we usually try to target. Yeah, so let's see. But bullish nonetheless, about 90 pips. 60 to 90 pips. Euro CHF. Let's look at the GBP pairs, the GBP JPY. Very bullish. Okay, pretty much. So I'm looking at a continuation of the bullish run. So don't worry, my chart can be really messy. I tend to be so lazy clearing it up, so sometimes it's just blah 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 blah. So on GBP JPY, about 200 pips, 230 even. Yeah, bullish. That's maybe a trade I'll probably take today. Same with GU. Okay. Probably look at it. You'll probably try and retest before it continues on its merry way up. But we are bullish. We are bullish for GU. Yeah. Yeah. So let's say about 140 pips. $40 on GU, on a minimum at least 140 pips. Yeah, but there'll be a bit of a retest first before it gets to that level. GBP CAD, same thing, a bit of a rejection. Okay, but I still feel we are trying to get to the high here for 200 pips, or yeah, about 230 pips. Obviously, my entries will be on the 30 minutes. So you see there's a bit of a rejection here, but I'm still seeing like it will continue. You know, it will retest and have a continuation. Yeah. So let's look at GBP CHF. What you doing? GBP also had a bullish run last week. It's kind of rejected, so possibly trying to retest. Yeah, maybe retest 90 pips thereabouts, and then continue on its merry way up. So GBP I'll watch it. Okay. If it doesn't retest, it will just pretty much continue on its bullish momentum up, which is likely to happen. About 120 pips, 100 to 120 pips on its bullish momentum up, bullish move up rather. So GBP, what happened? AUD bullish as well. It broke structure last week, so I believe we are still on a bullish run. Okay, and this is a good trade on the long term. On the short term, looking at 200 pips, right? On the short term. Short term being in the next 1 or 2 days, the intraday spectrum. So about 200 pips buy. So you could enter this trade and just hold. I mean, I'm expecting it to break structure here, you know. Once it breaks 1.84253, I believe we are on a very nice, pretty much bullish extension there. You know, and it could probably just, you know, at 1.84253, yeah, 230 pips. So we'll wait to see what happens at this resistance. So GBP CAD, GBP CHF, GBP JPY. I think I've looked at everything. GBP NZD and NZD. So generally, I'm kind of bullish on most of these pairs. This was a really good move on GBP NZD. I think I gave this trade last week and people made good money. We had a good run. So I feel we're still bullish, yeah, on GN. And about how many pips? 250. So this would be a good trade I'd look at today. Let's look at these other trade ideas. GBP. Okay, I've done all the GBP pay. I think I'm done. I think I've done my analysis for the day, guys. Now we just gear up for the London session. Okay, let me just clear. It's now 8:38, so I think I should be wrapping this up right now. Definitely be wrapping this up right now. Definitely be wrapping this up. We'll see what happens here. It could retest, continue, or it could just break and come down. So I would not enter AED card right now. It's not really ready for entry. Yeah, so AD and NZD has been going up from last week as I predicted. I think I gave a buy last week. So that's a good thing. It's just a pair that moves really slowly though. So you could technically really be waiting for it to move 20 pips in like the whole day. So but I feel it's still bearish. Sorry, bullish, not bearish. What am I saying? Bullish. Still bullish, still bullish. So another 50 pip move up, then possibly we'll see the next direction. If there's any pair I've left out, I think I've looked at everything. Yeah, I've looked at everything. So that's it for today on the technical bit of things. I'm just looking at news, headlines, and stuff. But that's it on the technical bit, guys. At 10 o'clock, I will look at the market again and see what's up. Right now, what I'm going to do is just jump into looking at the technicals. So I'll just finish the recording right here.